What's up, everybody? How you doing? How we doing today? Welcome, everybody, to another live SmackDown Watch Party. I'm Branson Quirke, host of TMZ's new wrestling podcast, Inside the Ring. And I'm beyond excited to be back. We did this last Friday, and it was a success. Everybody loved coming in here. We're not here just to talk about SmackDown. We're also here to talk about rumors, theories, things coming up in wrestling that you guys want to talk about, your burning questions about wrestling. We have some great guests coming on this podcast soon as well, so I'd love to talk about that. I want to also talk about guests that you guys would like to have on as well. So looks like SmackDown has just begun here. I'm a little late, and I'm very sorry, guys. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but that's okay. Actually, I'm having another technical difficulty right now. Hand over the belt. I can't do that. Hey, guys, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. Just give me one moment here. Okay, guys, I fixed my issues here. I'm a little late to SmackDown here, but that's okay. So I can't show you SmackDown, obviously, but we could talk about it. I'm watching it here right now. I'm watching it with you live. So I'm joining a couple minutes late here, but that's okay. So Brock Lesnar just came out, and he's about to address the WWE Universe. But now, R-Truth has just entered the building. R-Truth is here. Power Ranger said, just hand over the belt. Sorry, buddy. This belt is not up for grabs, unfortunately. We actually just had Cora Jade on a few weeks ago, and she came in studio, and she took it from me, and she declared herself the current or the first official TMZ champion, which it was tough to get it back, but I was able to strong arm it back from her, and I kept it here at TMZ, so I have not lost it. By the way, gotta plug the hat, of course. I found this in my desk, and I totally forgot I had it. I mean, I gotta wear it on the pod today, or during this SmackDown watch party. Okay, so R-Truth is now in the ring with Brock Lesnar. I've really missed R-Truth, guys. I have really missed him. I don't know about you, but I'm so happy. Oh, Brock just told R-Truth, man, shut up. Let's see how this goes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, okay. R-Truth just said, I'm the first WWE superstar. I want to be the first to say, welcome back, Brock. So this might be a good conversation. R-Truth said that he used to be scared of Brock. Okay. Brock claims that he has no idea who R-Truth is. This is a very Brock thing to do. Are we going to see Brock Lesnar versus R-Truth on a SmackDown tonight? That would be insane. That would be insane. Power Ranger said she tried to steal the belt, didn't she, Cora Jade? Yes. And she just grabbed it out of nowhere. And you can go watch the episode Inside the Ring podcast. It's on the channel. Cora Jade, Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, she came on here and she just decided to steal it from me. But it's no worries. It's no worries at all. They got it back. It's right here. And plus, we've got a lot of guests coming in. So Brock is looking for John Cena, of course. And he asks R-Truth if he knows where John Cena is. I think R-Truth does know where John Cena is. They're close. Oh, no. Oh, R-Truth is in the ring to defend his older brother, John Cena, he says. Is John Cena older than R-Truth? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's so funny. Oh, okay. So R-Truth is not R-Truth tonight. He's saying that he is Ron Simmons tonight. So is R-Truth is not a bad guy. Power Ranger said, yeah, I saw that. You were like, that's TMZ's belt. I mean, I was fine with her taking the belt from me, Cora Jade, but it's just, if you're gonna take it and fly back to wherever you are in Florida, like, I can't let that happen. And plus, I don't think that this would even get through TSA security at the airport. It's too much metal. You know, you can't carry this. You have to pay and check this thing. It's so big. Why is R-Truth here right now? What is he? Okay. R-Truth is here to stop the disrespect, he says. I think John Cena is going to come out here any moment. By the way, guys, if you have any theories about Wrestlepalooza, we saw Triple H announce that Wrestlemania is going to be in Saudi Arabia in 2027. I want to hear your thoughts about that. There's a lot of mixed opinions on it. Some people think that they sold out, but I want to hear what you have to think about it. R-Truth is he's pushing his way into a beating here. I think an F5 is coming. Sean Gardner said Dominic Mysterio would be a great future guest. You know, I would love to have Dominic Mysterio here at TMZ in studio. But unfortunately, you know, these guys are busy. Okay. Brock Lesnar just put R-Truth on his shoulders and just dropped an F5. An F5 was just dropped, everybody. Wow. Wow. Cena is definitely coming out. And he's, oh my gosh. R-Truth is like mangled right now. Okay, so no Cena. Cena didn't do anything to help R-Truth, guys. Cena did nothing to help his bro. Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, okay. Brock's walking out right now, so we'll give him a second. We'll give him a second here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little shocked. That Cena is not getting involved here. As we know, Brock Lesnar versus Cena at Wrestlepalooza on September 20th next weekend. I want to hear, by the way, guys, what is your routine? What is your tradition for doing pay-per-views? Like what do you typically do? Do you guys get pizza? Do you have your friends over? What's your everybody has their tradition and their routine for pay-per-views. I go home and watch with my buddies. That's what I do. Sami Zayn, who's going to accept this open challenge tonight? Wow. Sami Zayn. I have mixed opinions on Sami Zayn. He's not one of my favorite people. I'm not hating on him, but I just don't really get the hype. And a lot of you love Sami Zayn, but me personally, I don't. By the way, we are in commercial break now, so it is what it is. Power Ranger said, "What? Cena is 48 years old. R-Truth is older, 53." So I mean, R-Truth said that Cena is his older brother. But R-Truth likes to say a lot of things. Do you remember that time where R-Truth got on a flight to the wrong part of the world? I forgot where he went. Power Ranger said, nowadays I just watch it on YouTube. It was the same thing long ago. Watch some clips, but really wanted to go to WrestleMania 39. Where was WrestleMania 39? I went to WrestleMania 31. Yeah, 31 was great. WrestleMania 31 was easily one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Not because I was there, but because it just was. It just was. Now, I want to talk about WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. Triple H said that it's going to be a spectacle unlike anyone has ever seen before. And a lot of people are speculating whether or not that's going to be Rock versus Roman. A lot of talk about the status of The Rock showing up at WrestleMania 43. I think The Rock versus Roman is a fair assumption. But if I'm being honest, I feel like that's going to happen a little sooner at WrestleMania 42 next year in Vegas, which I am going to. Date Mike 22 said Brock Lesnar ripped his pants. Did he really? I completely missed it. When he did the F5? I totally missed it. Yeah, I missed it. We're in commercial break right now, by the way, guys. We're in commercial break. But yeah, so Wrestlepalooza is coming up, and it's crazy because that day, next weekend, September 20th, it is completely stacked. Here in Los Angeles, too. I was planning on going to GCW to see our buddy Matt Cardona, and I don't think I can because I need to be watching Wrestlepalooza that day. I can't miss Wrestlepalooza. Love GCW, but unfortunately, can't miss it. But no, Mike, I did not see Brock Lesnar rip his pants in the last segment. But guys, if you're just joining now, by the way, we just saw R-Truth take an F5 from Brock Lesnar. R-Truth came in and he said he was going to defend his buddy John Cena, his older brother, which is funny. And that quickly escalated. Brock Lesnar had no idea who R-Truth was, saying, "Who are you again?" And which I find shocking because how could Brock not know who the great Ron Simmons is? By the way, guys, also, if you're new here, we have a new podcast here at TMZ called TMZ's Inside the Ring. I am the host of this, as well as co-host Roger Corral. We've done some fantastic interviews so far. You may have seen some of our clips, including Matt Riddle. We've had Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Ash by Elegance, right after she won the TNA Knockouts title on NXT. We also had, just recently, we had Shotzi on. We had Rob Van Dam on, WWE Hall of Famer. So we've got some great guests lined up, everybody. Just next week, including. We have some amazing, amazing guests coming in. You do not want to miss any of it because these guys come on and some of them drop some crazy exclusives that we don't expect whatsoever. So if you want to see those, you can go on our channel here, go on Apple, Spotify, make sure to subscribe, follow the podcast because this is just starting and it's a wild ride for us here at TMZ. Penta has entered the building, guys. Penta has entered the building. Oh. We got general manager of AAA and the president of AAA, Shawn Michaels and Triple H in the building. It's a big night. Where is this? I completely miss where this is. Undertaker's in the building. The Undertaker is in the building, guys. It's so funny how much we see the Undertaker now. It's so funny how we see him so much now. It used to be we were lucky to see him once a year. Yeah, Solo Sikoa is cutting a promo. There's a cut scene, a cinematic Solo Sikoa scene here. Talking about how much he sacrificed. Love, royalty. His own flesh and blood. You know, for a long time, I was against Solo. But the minute that Sami Zayn took that U.S. title from him, I am a bigger Solo guy than ever. Bigger Solo guy than ever. Oh, SAS 100 is asking where the glasses are. All right. I'll get the glasses, okay? All right. You know, guys, we don't also just have the TMZ belt. We've also got this strap here of the WWE Universal Championship. Pretty sweet. Maybe I'll just put that right there too. We've got a few belts here. Maybe I'll put it behind me. I don't know. But oh, here he comes. Okay, Sami Zayn is entering right now. Don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about it. Doesn't deserve the U.S. title. Does not deserve the U.S. title. Hey, Power Ranger, I know you like Sami Zayn and all, and we're all entitled to our opinions, but for him just to rip it out of Solo Sikoa's hands. Solo Sikoa sacrificed so much blood, sweat, tears. Man, this guy has been through it, and for them just to take it away from him is not right. And we can pretty much assume that tonight the MFTs are going to have to enter this match. Looks like Sami Zayn is about to have a singles match. Unclear who his opponent is. I briefly missed that moment earlier when I was coming in late. Sorry about that, guys. SAS 100 says Solo is my tribal chief. Me too. I know I've said in the past that he's not, but I'm here with you. Solo Sikoa is my tribal chief, not Roman Reigns. Not Roman Reigns, unfortunately. It's just his song. Let's give him a new song. He got a title. Couldn't he have a new song at least? I'm actually very unsure who's coming in right now. Power Ranger said, life story here as well. I'm a big Solo fan as well. Glad what he's doing is effective. Guys, by the way, leave your comments here. This is a live stream, so I want to talk about your theories. I want to talk about your favorite wrestlers. Mine, personally, by the way, is Randy Orton, and that will never, ever change. It's going to be a good match. I'm so sorry I can't show you the actual SmackDown feed. I can only talk about it with you, which is why I called this a watch party. But, oh, Phoenix. Sami Zayn is facing Phoenix. I was really hoping to see Sami versus Penta. Power Ranger, are you watching SmackDown currently, or are you living through your SmackDown dreams through me right now? Because I'm wondering if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Yeah, this is wild. Yeah, this is wild, everybody. There's no way Sami Zayn's gonna lose tonight. Andy Abrams said, now a decent amount of time has passed. Do you think we'll start seeing William Regal, my personal all-time favorite on the main shows? You know, I would love to see William Regal make his way back to the main roster, but he's been very involved behind the scenes, obviously with developmental talent and everything. And I think sometimes it's just best for these guys to thrive in those moments. You know, he had his time and everything, so I think maybe this is just, he doesn't need to come back to the main show again. So right now, guys, if you are watching SmackDown, I'm watching along with you. If you are unable to watch SmackDown, currently it is Sami Zayn versus Phoenix. Sami Zayn versus Phoenix. I've seen a few highlights of Phoenix over the past couple years, and he is just such a brilliant talent in the ring. And, you know, if it was, this is a U.S. titles match, by the way, guys. If you don't know this, Sami Zayn has been doing an open challenge for everybody starting last Friday, and this is for the U.S. title. Can you imagine if Phoenix took the title off of Sami Zayn? Power Ranger said, I think William Regal is amazing, talented dude, personal fan. I love his theme song. I've always loved his theme song. I used to blast it with my buddies when I would come over for sleepovers, and we would stage matches in their room. Then we got a trampoline and started doing backyard wrestling. By the way, guys, we are in commercial break right now for SmackDown, Sami Zayn versus Phoenix. But yeah, I used to do backyard wrestling. Did you guys ever do backyard wrestling? Because that was the most fun thing of all time for me. And that's where my passion for wrestling really began. Around 10 years old, I played SmackDown versus Raw 2010, and it was just the time of my life. Time of my life. But you know who I really, this is random, but you know who I've really wanted to come back for some time? Big E Langston. The special one said, you remind me of Mark Henry. I mean, hey, I love Mark Henry, so if that's a compliment, then sure. Power Ranger didn't have a backyard. Hey, but you could have done it on the concrete outside in the front yard or the grass. There's always a way to do backyard wrestling. You can change it from backyard to front yard. And we've done that. I did that. We used to put barbed wire out and fall in the barbed wire. It was ridiculous. Yeah, SmackDown is currently in commercial break. Nothing crazy happening tonight in SmackDown. I think the biggest thing was Brock Lesnar coming out earlier, and R-Truth, Ron Simmons, not R-Truth tonight. He said he is Ron Simmons tonight addressing Brock Lesnar, saying that he is out there to defend John Cena. That did not go too well for him. Brock Lesnar quickly picked him up, landed an F5 on him, knocked him out, knocked R-Truth out, and then Brock left. And I was shocked because John Cena did nothing to help R-Truth, his buddy. He did nothing to help him. But I don't think that that's the last time we're going to be seeing Brock tonight. I do not think that. So, but right now we are back on SmackDown. Sami Zayn versus Phoenix right now for the U.S. title. This is a part of Sami Zayn's second run doing the U.S. title open challenge. But again, I love Phoenix, and I would love to see Phoenix take the U.S. title off of Sami Zayn because I'm not a Sami Zayn fan whatsoever. I've told you guys this many times before. And by the way, if you're just joining now, I am Branson. I am the host of TMZ's new wrestling podcast, Inside the Ring, where we interview some of the biggest names in wrestling, rising stars, and so forth, people in the industry, connected, even celebrities that love wrestling. We started this about a month ago, interviewing some great people so far: Matt Cardona, Matt Riddle, Cora Jade, now Elena Black, Ash by Elegance, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. I'm pinching myself as a wrestling fan right now because TMZ is now launching itself into the wrestling sphere, and I'm so lucky to have this. And I'm just so happy I've been able to talk to some of my personal heroes growing up, including Rob Van Dam just this week, which released earlier this week. He said a bunch of crazy things, and if you missed that one, Shotzi Blackheart, we just released that interview yesterday and talked all about her time in WWE, including facing Ronda Rousey, which we've seen some backlash on Ronda Rousey recently, some criticism on her work in the ring and her comments about her work in the ring. So if you are a fan of Ronda Rousey, Shotzi Blackheart, that's the one to watch. Power Ranger said, so Leo didn't do anything to help Rafael. Likewise, in another universe. Yeah, I know. John Cena did not help R-Truth. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton tonight, by the way. I think that they are doing an incredible job right now on SmackDown. Ronda is constantly ridiculed. Yeah, I know. But that's what happens when you that's just what happens when you come from somewhere like UFC. Sometimes the wrestling fans are not as polite. Phoenix with the cover on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn kicked out at 2. After a beautiful Hurricane Rana. Phoenix is now up top on the turnbuckle. Sami Zayn moves out of the way. Here we go. I think this is it. This is it. Sami Zayn is about to end the match. Helluva kick. Missed it. Missed it on Phoenix. Phoenix. Oh, what a beautiful DDT. Oh my. Okay. Okay, that was really, really freaking close. Sami Zayn almost just lost the U.S. title to Phoenix. That was really close. Beautiful DDT. We're talking milliseconds from 3. And now we're back into commercial break. Power Rangers, I'm like her #1 fan, yet she calls Vince the effing man a crony. Who? Who are you biggest fan of? I missed it. But yeah, really excited for next weekend. It is a day of wrestling. We've got All Out happening that day. We've got GCW as well. GCW Homecoming here in Los Angeles, which I don't want to miss, but unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to miss it because I have to watch Wrestlepalooza. Why are they doing this all on the same day? They're doing it at somewhat different times, but I guess there's only so much time in the day, right? You guys are just joining SmackDown. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you guys SmackDown on here or even play the audio. It is copyright, WWE is copyrighted, but I'm watching it live here, so we're enjoying it together. Not too much happening tonight. Brock Lesnar, R-Truth just were face-to-face in the ring in the beginning here with an F5 to R-Truth. I don't think that's the last time we're going to see Brock Lesnar tonight. John Cena is surely going to come in. And guys, this is almost the end. The almost end of John Cena's farewell tour. Only a few more dates left. we just had Rob Van Dam on, and he just revealed to us that there was a point this year, at some point, where WWE and him were having talks to have John Cena and Rob Van Dam have a final match together during the farewell tour. And unfortunately, Rob Van Dam broke both of his heels and said that at that point, obviously, he can't wrestle. So it was called off. Can you imagine seeing Rob Van Dam and John Cena one final time? I think it would have been a great addition to the final farewell tour for John Cena. But now, and I asked him this, it's all about who's going to be John Cena's final opponent, right? It has to be the final boss. I was saying maybe it could be The Undertaker. What if we saw Cena? This would never happen, but what if we saw Cena versus Roman Reigns? That would be fantastic. I would love to see that. But now, I wish that they left the title on Cena at least until the very end. I get why they took it away and gave it to Cody, but I think that they should have had him hold it to the very end in some way or fashion. Some way or fashion. What do you guys think? What do you think will be John Cena's final opponent? Maybe I'll put a poll up. I'll put a poll. Why not? But I truly, I do think it's going to be the final boss. Here. Putting a poll in right now, guys. Yes, we are. It is live right now. So SmackDown just came back. Still continue on with Sami Zayn versus Phoenix right now for the U.S. title as a part of Sami Zayn's new U.S. Open title challenge. Phoenix is now reversing on the top rope. Sami Zayn's efforts to do a suplex off the turnbuckle here. Oh, a brutal double stomp from Sami Zayn. A brutal double stomp from Phoenix to Sami Zayn's neck on the turnbuckle. I for sure thought that would be it. But Sami Zayn's got a little more in him now that he has this title. I'm making a poll right now. Beautiful backflip from the turnbuckle onto Sami Zayn, which connected, leading to another very close call, milliseconds from 3 for Phoenix to win the U.S. title against Sami Zayn. This is ridiculous. All right, I just put a poll out. I'm giving you 3 options. John Cena's final opponent: The Rock, Roman Reigns, or Vince McMahon. What if it's R-Truth? That could be his final opponent. It's over. Sami Zayn is finisher. No! Phoenix just kicked out of Sami Zayn's finisher. No way. The crowd is shocked right now. Gracie Keaton says, do you think Liv Morgan will be back tonight? It is possible. You saw it. We all saw it as WWE fans. We saw Triple H up there with Liv Morgan in the very back of him, and people were a little shocked because she's been out for some time due to her injury, but she was at the Performance Center. We were told that today. So yes, I do think that she will be back. Okay, so far we've got 5 votes. John Cena's final opponent: The Rock, Roman Reigns, or Vince McMahon. Someone voted for Vince McMahon. So it's not impossible. Sami Zayn and Phoenix continue on in this match. Sami Zayn's shocked because Phoenix kicked out of something that most people don't kick out of. Rolling Phoenix. Sami kicks out the last second. We're talking milliseconds. Power Ranger said, I'm thinking it's Beth Phoenix. No. There's no way that Beth Phoenix is the final opponent. Gracie Keaton says, imagine it will be Vince McMahon. That would be a crazy match. Yes. How about loser has to shave their head? Like before. If we could see Vince McMahon, I know this is a touchy subject. Seeing Vince McMahon out there in the ring with the shaving cream all over his head again. By the way, guys, again, this is a new podcast, Inside the Ring. We do this on Fridays, a live stream watching SmackDown, where I'm watching it with you live. I'm updating you on what's going on. It's really fun. I'm having a great time doing this, but we also have a normal podcast that happens every Tuesday and Thursday that you don't want to miss out on. We just had Rob Van Dam early this week and Shotzi yesterday. Haluva kick has just connected Sami Zayn. It's over. 2 Haluva kicks. No, just not. Yep. That's it. Sami Zayn has retained his U.S. title. Gracie Keaton, that would be funny. By the way, Gracie, who is your favorite wrestler? Mine is Randy Orton. And I really want to know all of your favorite wrestlers. Power Ranger, you just told me yours. Yes, Tactical Taco, we are live right now. SmackDown is live right now, yes. Gracie Keaton, that would be funny. Yes, I think it'd be hilarious if Vince McMahon made somewhat of a return, right? Let's see how the poll's doing. 6 votes. Right now, Roman Reigns in the lead, 67%, The Rock, 17%, and Vince McMahon, 17% as well. Guys, you don't think it's possible that Vince McMahon could be John Cena's final match? I mean, hey, never say never, right? But Roman Reigns, I think that'd be a fantastic way to end the farewell tour. Everybody loves Roman. Everybody loves Cena. It'd be a perfect match. Sami Zayn celebrating in the ring, winning his U.S. title. Oh, Julia. Love Julia, by the way. Julia deserves the world. Julia deserves the world. By the way, guys, I really want to know your favorite wrestler. I want to know what you're looking forward to about Wrestlepalooza. Would love to talk about it, guys. Would love to talk about it. We love Julia, Gracie Keaton says. Gracie Keaton, Liv Morgan is one of my favorite and probably a Lola Vice. Agreed. Power Ranger, Julia is mega awesome. Cute. Yeah, I love her. Julia has just entered, by the way. And good job, Power Ranger, spelling Julia correctly. United States champion. I think that this is really putting the United States Championship on a new pedestal here in WWE. And it is becoming, it is going to another level, which I love. See how the poll is doing. 13 votes. Oh, The Rock. The Rock is now in the lead for who John Cena's final opponent will be. The Rock, 50% think this. Roman Reigns, 36%, and Vince McMahon, 14%. I'm surprised someone even voted Vince McMahon. Hey, you never know. The Pum Killer says Chris Jericho. Yeah, Chris Jericho, guys. Chris Jericho. Not flexing, but he did follow the podcast page for TMZ's Inside the Ring. Or actually, he followed me. I'm sorry. But same thing. We're trying to get him on the podcast. Love Chris. By the way, check this out. We don't just have the TMZ Inside the Ring Championship here, which unfortunately is held by Cora Jade right now. She came in studio and took it from me. One of those things where I had to get it back from her, but she still technically holds this title. So I have to find a way for her to relinquish it and put it on the table for other people to take it. By the way, we have some amazing guests coming in studio, and TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast could not be more excited. If you haven't seen this before, my name is Branson. I am the host of this podcast. This is not normally what we do, but this is a live stream we're going to be starting to do every Friday with SmackDown. It's a watch party where I'm watching SmackDown, and we talk about it. We talk about our rumors, our theories, things that we love about the upcoming pay-per-view, things that we don't like about the upcoming pay-per-view. Let's talk about it. Roman Reigns Private says, that's an interesting username. Is Cody live tonight? Nope, we've not seen Cody Rhodes just yet, unfortunately. Guys, this really feels good on my shoulder. This really feels good. You know, because the poll is now leading with The Rock, there's only one thing I can do right now. There is only one option I have. Just give me one moment. Check this bad boy out. This is my life. This is my life-size Dwayne The Rock Johnson final boss. So if you think that he is going to be John Cena's final opponent, put it in the chat, vote in the poll, because I think that this is the next or the final opponent for John Cena. That's just my opinion. How could it not be? But it could also be The Undertaker. It could also be The Undertaker, y'all. By the way, SmackDown is in commercial break, so I'm not watching. It's right here. Julia is about to compete in a singles match. But we love Julia. Who doesn't love Julia? She's great. Okay, so let's go. Going back to the poll here, John Cena's final opponent. The Rock still leading 56%, Roman Reigns 31%, and Vince McMahon 12%. Do you think it's possible for Vince McMahon to come back and be a part of John Cena's farewell tour? I'm just asking questions here. I'm just asking questions. Do you think it's possible? Let me know what you think. Where am I? I am at TMZ in the podcast studio right now. If you're new here, TMZ has a new wrestling podcast. It's called TMZ's Inside the Ring. We've had some amazing guests so far. Rob Van Dam, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Matt Riddle, Matt Cardona, King of the Indies, the Indie God, Shotzi Blackheart just yesterday. Who else we've had? We've had Jinder Mahal a few weeks ago, Raj Desi. He was so nice, by the way. So nice. No freaking way, guys. Rey Mysterio has just arrived to the building. Oh, this is great. This is great. We all love Rey Mysterio. Power Ranger said he's too strong, especially with his new Versace vests. You might be onto something. Gracie Keaton says, love the hat. Maybe he could, but he might break a bone. Yeah, he probably would break a bone. So Dirty Dom is in the building, of course. Rey Mysterio is also in the building. Power Ranger said he probably fears being called an old man. Would love to see him, though. Oh, guys. The Wyatt 6 has just hacked the mainframe. What is going on with the Wyatt 6? Where is this going? How many times have they hacked the mainframe? Gracie Keaton, you guys should have Liv Morgan on the show. I would love that. And it's not out of the realm of possibilities, guys. We have some amazing guests coming up. Cannot, unfortunately, reveal the names of some of these guests until we actually put them out. But you don't want to miss it. So I encourage you, please, go to Apple, go to Spotify, wherever you guys get those podcasts, and quickly just click follow, subscribe, whatever it is, and you don't want to miss it. And while you're there, you can listen to our other episodes with Rob Van Dam, Shotzi, amazing conversations that we've had. I would love to have Dirty Dom. Move this over here. So I would personally love to have Dirty Dom on. Follow the buzzards, they say. The Wyatts have just hacked the mainframe. Jetty said, how do you feel of WrestleMania going to Saudi Arabia? I actually posted a video about this earlier, and I wanted to know your thoughts about it. I think it's going to be main event, Roman versus Rock. That's my prediction, so I'm putting it in now. But, I mean, I get it. A lot of people are upset because they want to see WrestleMania 43 in London, and I think London does deserve this. We've seen a lot of Saudi Arabia crown jewels and everything. I think that London deserves a WrestleMania for once, right? Jetty said, how do you feel of Russell? Oh, yeah, wait, sorry, I'm sorry. Ian says, let's just admit the Wyatt 6 fell completely flat. I'm going to agree with you. Going to completely agree with you on that one. I feel like we keep seeing this build up, and then it kind of always just kind of goes off a ladder to nothing, like off a brick wall to nothing. Right now we are seeing here on SmackDown, if you're not watching, I've got it on here. I'm watching it. Just to update you, we've got Julia versus BFAB right now. Julia's manager is in the ring, and Julia's with a high knee to Julia's face. I mean, a high knee to BFAB's face. Gracie Keaton says you should have Dom and Liv on together. That would be a sensational episode, right? Jetty says, am I saying that correctly? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I think Paris would win. I think Paris would be a great place for WrestleMania. I completely agree. Paris's crowd over the week, the past pay-per-view was amazing. Nope. Michin is just entered with some sticks, attacked Julia's manager. Just a little bit of a setup for Wrestlepalooza for the United States title. Michin is now holding up Julia's title. That's not cool. It's not cool. Put the title down. It's not yours. Respect it. Respect the holder. Who else is watching Worlds Collide tonight? I wish I was. Ian says, call me crazy. I don't understand why people don't like him, but I would love for you to get Grayson Waller. I'm a big fan of his. Hey, I'm a great big fan of his too. You know who I love as well, and I'm kind of a little worried about him. Can we talk about it? Austin Theory. Can we talk about Austin Theory? Are you guys in the same boat as I am? I liked Austin Theory, and then all of a sudden Triple H showed up. No more Austin Theory. What is going on, dude? The guys at some of the biggest spots in the modern era. Grayson, yes, Grayson. Grayson Waller is a fantastic talent, and I love reading about the Grayson Waller news outside of the ring. He seems to keep himself pretty busy, and he can be a little bit troublesome. Ian says, huge fan of Austin Theory, just not a fan of A-Town Down. You know, my buddy Logan, giving a shout out to Logan. That guy thinks that he could take 10 A-Town Downs. And there's no way. There's no way. I would be out from one. I'm going to say that again here. I'm going to get him on here. My buddy Logan, I got to give a shout out to Logan. He thinks that he could take over 5 A-Town Downs. He thinks that it's one of the least powerful finishers in the ring. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous take, and I think he's crazy. Grayson cracks me up. Same. I think he's hilarious. Oh, let's look at how our poll is doing. 24 votes now. John Cena's final opponent. What do we think it's going to be? I gave you guys 3 options because I kind of got tired of typing. I could have put some more options in there. Maybe it'll let me add more options. No, I can't. So I gave you guys 3 options: The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Vince McMahon. Right now, leading is The Rock, very close to Roman Reigns, though. The Rock is at 50%, Roman Reigns is at 42%, and Vince McMahon is at 8%. So I'm guessing only one person voted for Vince. But you never know. You never know, guys. You never know. Yeah. By the way, SmackDown is in commercial right now. We just saw Julia and BFAB take on each other, and it got pretty intense very quickly. They do a disqualification, and then Michin came in with some kendo sticks and just ended the whole thing. Michin then put up the U.S. title. Julia, Michin, obviously Wrestlepalooza, we will see them face each other. Gracie Keaton said they're all saying The Rock. But wouldn't it be a little like, wouldn't it be a little too predictable if The Rock showed up? I mean, no hate to the final boss. No hate to the final boss. No hate. But it's a little predictable in my opinion. Tad. Just a tad. By the way, are you guys going to be watching the Canelo fight this weekend? It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I'm bringing up my strap again. This is a beautiful belt. Beautiful belt. And it fits well on the shoulder. It does. It really does. Do you guys have any replicas at home? Do you guys have any championship matches or championship belts at home as well? Don't want to miss out talking about the TMZ championship. Ian said, okay, here we go. 10 A-Town Downs or 1 Tsunami from Bronson Reed. Well, we saw Roman Reigns take 5 or 6 of them a couple weeks ago. And that was brutal. Roman Reigns is still out right now. And they haven't given us an update on his medical status, health status. What do you guys think of Aleister Black, by the way? I'm loving Aleister Black right now. I'm loving this with Damian Priest. It looks like this is about to be next right now in SmackDown. They're showing a promo between Damian Priest and Aleister Black right now. I mean, he put Damian on home rest for what, a few weeks? Jetty said the worst place for WrestleMania to go is Ohio, but that's just me. Has WrestleMania ever been in Ohio? Gracie says they said last year WrestleMania that The Rock and Cody were fighting this year at WrestleMania. At this year's WrestleMania. That's true. Go back to the poll. 28 votes. The Rock is still winning, and who's going to face John Cena for his final match, which we're only at 6 dates left now. 6 dates. And we just learned, by the way, earlier this week with Rob Van Dam on our podcast, which you can go listen to right now, that John Cena was almost his final opponent. I mean, not final. John Cena was almost had a final match with him. Is Aleister Black dating Zelina? I don't know how I don't know this. Yes, he is. He's dating Zelina Vega. Yep. Confirmed. Someone said, oh, Ian says, Aleister Black visited my judo class a couple of years ago in Tempe. Huge fan of him. Really nice guy. Really? He doesn't seem like a nice guy based off his character. It's hard for me to separate Aleister Black from Tom Bujin. Jade Cargill has just entered the building as well. She's now in the ring. What an entrance that Jade has, right? What an entrance. We're definitely in the presence of the next women's champion, for sure. WWE Women's Champion. Absolutely. Oh, Ian says they are married. They're neighbors with Buddy Murphy and Rhea Ripley. Really? That's so cool. That's so cool. You know, we had Shotzi on yesterday, but oh my, you're right about Brock splitting his pants, guys. If you're just joining now, Brock Lesnar split his pants during his match, or not match, during his confrontation with R-Truth earlier in the night. I mean, Sami Zayn, you know, he had a pretty grueling match with Phoenix just earlier in the night. I was pretty shocked that Phoenix was able to kick out of that haluva kick. Jetty said, "What do you think is the most overpushed wrestler in 2025?" For me, it's Sami Zayn. He went for World Heavyweight to USA. Like, that's bullcrap. Yeah, I think Sami Zayn is definitely the most overpushed person. It's Tiffy time, guys. Tiffy time. I love me some Tiffy time. It's always Tiffy time for me. She's been a champion for 252 days, and she has a 15-0 record in 2025. Tiffany Stratton. Gracie, no, I do not know who Balin Levine. I do not know who that is. By the way, going back to the poll, John Cena's final opponent. I gave you guys 3 options. Again, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Vince McMahon. Hey, you never know. You said The Rock 52%, Roman Reigns 39%, and Vince McMahon 10%. I don't know. I think it's going to be The Rock, but in a real world scenario, I don't know. I think we've seen too much of The Rock. We've seen way too much of this guy. Oh my gosh. Guys, Jade versus Tiffy tonight for the US, or not US, for the Women's Championship. Wow. Jade versus Tiffy time. There's no way that Tiffany Stratton is not going to lose her title to Jade tonight. Let's be honest here. Eric, you said who won Sami match? Sami versus Phoenix. It was a brutal match. I was pretty shocked. I mean, I love Phoenix so far from what I've seen, and Phoenix kicked out of some crazy stuff. Kicked out of a finisher from Sami Zayn, and the best part of the match, was I think Phoenix hitting the double stomp on Sami on top of the ropes or on the turnbuckle, and then Phoenix hitting the DDT, beautiful DDT, which almost had Sami Zayn not kicking out milliseconds from 3. The ref was like, "Are we sure?" And he stopped right here. We're up to 35 votes on the poll here. John Cena's final opponent. I gave you 3 options: The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Vince McMahon. It's getting close though. The Rock is at 49%, and Roman Reigns is at 43%. What do you think? It's getting close here. By the way, if you're not watching SmackDown, what's happening right now? It is Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Pretty brutal match so far. Jade is dominating. Gracie Keaton, Eric Decker. There's been no John Cena match just yet. Jetty said, I want Big E to return to start a rivalry with Kofi and Woods. Then Odyssey Jones return to help Big E. Guys, can you believe it's been years now? Years since Big E suffered that injury to his neck. By the way, who was the one who did that suplex that landed Big E in a situation where he can't wrestle again? Who was it? Let me look this up. It was let's see here. It was Big E. Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland, that's right. Whatever happened to Ridge Holland? I'm assuming that he never really recovered from that. Jade versus Tiffy, who won? We don't know yet. Right now, it's continuing on. It's live. I'm just as up to date as you are. Tiffy, I don't know. We've seen guys. We saw Sami Zayn win the U.S. title from Solo on a SmackDown, so it's very possible that Tiffy could lose her title tonight. She's in the very midst of a match right now with Jade Cargill, and Jade has been doing pretty well, so it's possible Tiffy might not retain tonight. How would you feel if Tiffy didn't retain her title tonight? What's your prediction? Someone just asked me what happened in the whole SmackDown today. By the way, we are back. Tiffany, Jade is now dominating. What happened was the biggest part of the night so far, Brock Lesnar came out immediately to address the crowd, and R-Truth came out to defend his older brother, John Cena, which is funny because John Cena is younger than him a few years. Called himself Ron Simmons, not R-Truth, and then Brock Lesnar F5'd R-Truth, and then Brock walked out. Don't think that that's the last time we're going to see Brock tonight. Someone said, I'm making sure I say this correctly. Carrie, Triple H, please, Jade wins. Jade is stronger since her Royal Rumble debut. It's possible. Never say never. Triple H has been surprising us, just like he just surprised us with WrestleMania 43 being in Saudi Arabia. What do you guys think about that, by the way? I think Paris deserves it. I think London deserves it. But I can see where they're coming from. Honestly, though, The Undertaker looked a little uncomfortable there. Bianca Belair also looked a little uncomfortable there at this press conference that they had. I'm just being honest here. Carrie said, I want Jade to win so badly since her SummerSlam she lost. Well, I'm keeping you updated. I got it on right now. And by the way, you're new here. This is a podcast, actually. This is TMZ's Inside the Ring. This is not normally what we do. This is every Friday I do a watch party with you guys. But every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a guest on TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast. We've got some great guests coming up. But so far, we've had Matt Hardy. We had Jeff Hardy. We had Rob Van Dam. We had Matt Riddle. We had Matt Cardona. We had Raj Desi, formerly known as Jinder Mahal. We've had some fantastic people on. Rob Van Dam spilled a lot this week to us. Even the fact that he was supposed to face John Cena during his farewell tour. You can go listen to that. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. So when you're driving along, go ahead and listen to one of our interviews. And guys, we have a lot of amazing guests coming up too. So you want to follow the pod. This is a new thing here at TMZ, and it's just beginning. J. Core said, don't like the move. Which move? Sorry, Carrie. Right now, it looks like Tiffy is leading the way again here. Jade is on her back. Tiffy is currently climbing up onto the turnbuckle. Let's see if this connects. Swanton. It completely connected. Jade kicks out at the 2. Pretty quick kick out. Jetty said, when SummerSlam came around the corner, I thought every champion that was competing would lose, then Tiffy made me pissed. Power Ranger said, kudos to you, pal. This watch along is tough without seeing the match. But for TMZ, this is a new move. Interesting. I get it. And I really want to come on here more so to talk with you guys. I love talking wrestling. I love talking with people that share the same interest as me. So I'm here to talk with you. And let you know as well. You know, this is a new podcast. This is a new venture that TMZ is on in the wrestling scene. So it's very exciting. Ooh, Jade slamming Tiffy on her nose on the side of the ring, outside of the ring. Power Ranger said, wow, did Jade kick out? Yes, she kicked out. Jetty said, can we please see the matches? Unfortunately, guys, this is WWE is copyrighted, so I cannot just show you the matches. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. Carrie said, I hope Jade would bring the Eye of the Storm and Jaded to Tiffy, and Jade wins. Oh, very close. Jade with the pinfall on Tiffy. Almost 3, guys. Jade almost just won here. Brutal. Perfectly connected. Jay Core said, I like this. To be honest, I didn't know this was a thing. This is a new thing. I just started doing these watch-alongs last Friday because we're doing this podcast. So I thought, why not on Fridays have a watch-along with you guys while we talk about it? I know I can't show you it, but I can talk to you about it. And we can talk about wrestling too. So I want to know too, Jay Core, what is your favorite wrestler? For me, Randy Orton. Easily my dream guest here on this podcast is Randy Orton. Okay, Tiffany just landed an Alabama slam. Oh! Jade counters Tiffy's backflip off the top rope. Carrie, so far we have not done Monday Night Raw. But I am hoping to start. Would you guys want to see more of these? Back to the poll. John Cena's final opponent. I gave you 3 options. The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Vince McMahon. You say The Rock, 48%. Roman Reigns, 45% now. Ooh, getting close. And Vince McMahon at 7%. We're seeing some back and forths. Ooh, boo, yas from punches from Tiffy and Jade. Tiffy now just wailing on Jade. Jade pushing her to the ropes. Jade with a connect to the chin. Jade misses the high knee to Tiffy. Falls out of the ring. Right back at Tiffy. Another connect to the chin. Oof. Jade tried to go for a suplex outside the ring. We're still seeing back and forth punches between Tiffy and Jade right now. Jay Core said Eddie Guerrero. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Oh! Jade just went for a tackle on Tiffy. Mistakes were made. She slammed herself into the post. Tiffy took advantage and completely drop kicked her out of the ring. Uh-oh, what is going through Stratton's mind right now? Tiffy is about to do a backflip off the top rope. Oh, misses it. Tiffy slams her head on the ground. Jade is capitalizing. Oh my gosh, wow. Jade just slammed Tiffy through the barricade. Guys, it's over. It's over. It's over. The match has been ruled a draw. Uh-oh, Nia Jax. Nia Jax is attacking Jade. She might hurt her. Nia Jax is now attacking Jade. Again, this is a disqualification, a draw. So Tiffy has retained her title. Sorry to Carrie. I'm very sorry. Old school square says, "What's up, wrestling friends? How you doing? Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring Watch Party. If you're new here, this is actually a podcast as well, where we interview some of the biggest stars in wrestling, which we've been doing the past few weeks, including this week with Rob Van Dam and Shotzi. This week we've also had Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy on, Matt Riddle. Okay, let's talk about Matt Riddle. Did you guys see in the news recently some of his comments that he made about CM Punk and AJ Lee? Unfortunately, he did make those here on this podcast. So if you guys saw that news, it was from this podcast. And it just shows you the crazy things that can happen here on TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast. Gracie Keaton, yes, it's Tiffy time. Carrie's not going to be happy about this one. Nia makes my blood boil. I'm right there with you. Okay, we're now seeing Nick Aldis backstage. Chelsea Green, also the wife of Matt Cardona. The Secret Hervis accompanying her. Nia Jax, Power Ranger. No, Nia Jax only destroyed Jade. Old School Square says, we need Matt Riddle unfiltered 24/7. I'm so down for that, guys. Speak your damn mind. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, there's been a lot of back and forth on that. He's been on here twice. When he got in trouble for skipping the charity event, I gave him a call that morning and said, Matt, we got to have you on the podcast. He goes, bro, I am so pissed. I'm going to go get a glass of milk. I'm going to be right back, and we're going to do this. And he came on, and then he just spilled everything, including his milk. The Miz is now speaking with Nick Aldis. Oh, we love The Miz, don't we? We love The Miz. We love The Miz. Power Ranger says, oh, she's a cutie, Chelsea Green. I agree. I love Chelsea Green, wife of one of our friends of the podcast, Matt Cardona. The Miz is so hilarious. The Miz is hilarious. Randy Orton is now on my screen. I could not be happier. We're going to see Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton tonight. That's going to be brutal. That's going to be brutal. Gracie Keaton, what's your thoughts on Charlie Kirk's death? I think it's horrible. So tragic. Prayers out to his family. It's so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. It's been a horrible week, to say the least. Horrible week. Carrie said, Nick Aldis, please. What do you want Nick Aldis to do about that? Eric, what is the match for AJ Lee and CM Punk? The match is going to be CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at Wrestlepalooza. Old School Square says, Mike, The Miz came from the real world, and now look at how far he's come in his career and what he was able to accomplish from Tough Enough to WWE Champion. No, seriously, I was just watching the Miz's documentary. By the way, we're on commercial break. I was just watching the documentary of the Miz, and it is just, to say the least, fascinating. Fascinating, his growth from the beginning. He's such a different guy. You know, in the beginning, from Tough Enough, the Miz, when they had him out there, do you remember this clip when he wrote the phone number for the Divas search on his arm, and then it melted from all the sweat, and he couldn't remember the number, and he started stuttering, and it was just one of the most crazy situations that I've ever seen. And then he thought he was going to be fired. He went backstage, and Vince McMahon, I encourage you guys, by the way, go look up this clip on YouTube of the Miz botching this on the stage. It was so sad to see, but look where he's come. Look how far he's come. I mean, I'm going to lose my voice. But yes, by the way, this is a new venture here at TMZ. Wrestling. We are now deep in the wrestling world with this new podcast, Inside the Ring, with so many great, amazing guests. Gracie, you were heading out. It was great seeing you. Talk to you later. See you later. I am so hungry. I don't know what I'm going to get for dinner tonight. It might have to be Chili's. Maybe a 3 for me. Get some chips and salsa. Get some salad. Get some chicken crispers. Maybe even a 6 Oz steak or a 10 Oz steak. My buddy AC, he loves steak. Guy could eat a steak all night, and I respect that. And he's really got me on the 10-ounce steaks at Chili's. This is not an ad for Chili's, by the way. I just love Chili's. My buddy, AC, loves them too. Carrie said triple threat at Wrestlepalooza. Power Ranger, Miz's botches look authentic. I couldn't tell if anything he does is a botch. I love the Miz. Back to the poll. John Cena's final opponent. We're at 46 votes. John Cena's final opponent, The Rock, 46%. Roman Reigns, 48%. Vince McMahon, 7%. Roman Reigns is now leading the pack, 48% over The Rock. I really thought that, The Rock would win this because I think it's going to be The Rock, despite what we all want it to be. What do you guys want it to be? I know I only gave you 3. Old School Square and the voice of Booker T. All meat, no bread, no water, only meat. All meat, no bread, no water, only meat. Let me do my best impression. How do you say it? Tell me he didn't just say that. Tell me he didn't just say that. What the hell? I would love to have Booker T on the pod. By the way, we're still at commercial break. We just saw The Miz, Chelsea Green, and the Secret Service approaching Nick Aldis backstage. Man, I really wish that Wrestlepalooza was going to be in Los Angeles. Next weekend, by the way, it's going to be Wrestlepalooza and AEW All Out in the same freaking day. Isn't that ridiculous? AEW had dibs, though, first on that Saturday. They had dibs. Eric Decker, sing me some. What do you want me to sing? I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. What's your favorite wrestling theme song? Solo Sikoa, he's leading the pack with his. Breaking it all. Settle the skull. Old School Square, Booker T and Stone Cold in the grocery store is pure WWE Vault Gold. It's one of the best. Have you seen, by the way, Stone Cold E.T.? Have you seen Stone Cold E.T.? Let's see if I can show Stone Cold E.T. right now. That'd be so funny, wouldn't it? Let me see. Window capture. I think I can show Stone Cold ET on here. I get a couple cheeseburgers, Stone Cold ET. You guys know what I'm talking about? Let's see. Stone Cold ET, y'all. Oh, here's Stone Cold ET. Have you guys seen Stone Cold ET? Get me a couple cheeseburgers. This is my favorite wrestler of all time, Stone Cold ET. We love it. We love it. We love it. Old school square. I didn't see your message. Are you talking about the Stone Cold ET drive-through bit? Yes. It's so freaking funny. Give me a couple cheeseburgers. Give me a hell yeah, and that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Got Stone Cold ET. He always goes hard. He always goes fast. He always wants a couple of cheeseburgers to eat because that's the bottom line. Eric Decker, all I want to see is go to the web, and that's the only thing. Eric Decker, no, send me some of what you said about the food. The food, I was talking about Chili's and how I love steaks, 10 Oz steaks. We're at 50 votes now. Roman Reigns and The Rock are still fighting back and forth between who's going to be John Cena's final opponent. Only 30 more minutes, guys. 30 more minutes of this. I'm dead, bro. That was spot on. Power Rangers, the reason I said the bottom line like that is that's the way that Stone Cold ET says it himself. Stone Cold. Stone Cold ET. Gonna get a couple cheeseburgers. That's the bottom line. We love it. We love it. SmackDown is currently in commercial break, by the way. It's a long commercial break. So I'm just trying to find things to talk to you guys about. What do you guys want to talk about? Go ahead and ask anything. By the way, you can follow us on the Inside the Ring Instagram page, where we post all our stuff. It's where me and my co-host Roger post all of our stuff. Our guests collab with us. Yeah, you don't want to miss that. You should check it out. I do old school square. I do a great Sid Vicious impersonation. Oh, Drew McIntyre is now entering for his match against Randy Orton here at SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, guys. We have now approached our main event here on SmackDown against Randy Orton. Is this even a question who's going to win this? Randy Orton, obviously. Obviously. Let's do another poll, guys. I'm ending the poll. John Cena's final opponent. Our final results here. The Rock, 46%. Oh my gosh, we have a tie. I didn't know I was going to end on a tie. The Rock, 46%. Roman Reigns, 46%. And Vince McMahon, 8%. Here, by the way, that is the link to follow us on Apple. If you can, right this moment, while I have you, feel free to leave a 5-star review on the podcast. We would love it. We're at 7 reviews so far on Apple. We would love it. You know, I think you actually have to click on the episode first and listen to it for like a minute, and then it lets you write a review. But hey, if you'd like to, go ahead. Drew McIntyre is looking great as usual, about to go up against Randy Orton. And let's be honest, Randy Orton's going to win. Yeah, and by the way, we do a lot here at Inside the Ring podcast. I know I keep saying it, but if you're just joining, we have a crazy guest on typically each week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, we typically do a recap of Raw, SmackDown, and the weekend in wrestling. AEW, TNA, WWE. And then Thursday, we have a great interview. So we have some great guests coming up that you don't want to miss out on. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So make sure you follow, put those alerts on, because at any moment, you might see one of your favorites pop up here on the podcast. And one of, old school favorites. We've had some old school guys come on here too. We just had Rob Van Dam come on here. We had Matt Riddle as well. Yeah, we said Matt Riddle. So if you guys saw the, unfortunately, the CM Punk and AJ Lee news about him saying some controversial things, that was done here on the TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast. And hey, he said what he said, and it's one of those things. Someone just asked who won the title, Jade or Tiffany. Tiffany retained the title because the match was a draw because it was due to a count out. And then immediately Nia Jax jumped in and beat the hell out of Jade. Not Tiffy. Nia Jax did not beat up Tiffy. We're on commercial break right now. It's about to be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Eric Decker, who's going to win in the main event with Randy Orton? Let me ask that. Let's make that a poll. Who wins tonight? Randy Orton, Drew, wait. All right, I just created a poll. Who wins tonight on SmackDown, Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre? In my opinion, it's going to be Randy. So can I vote for my own poll? I can't. Still in commercial break. So the match has not even begun yet. So I don't know who's dominating. Power Ranger said, kudos to you. I'll say this, Matt Riddle was amazing. I saw it on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm really excited about this. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And to be here doing a podcast about wrestling at my job here at TMZ is just so freaking exciting. And having all these guests on is just a big bonus of that. These are like personal heroes, man, that I grew up with. And to have them on here to speak with has been an honor. Elfid said, who wins title, Jade or Tiffany? Tiffany retained. Tiffany won her title. Well, didn't win it. I mean, she won. She won the match. I mean, it was a draw. It was a draw. So she retained the title. She didn't win the match. They both technically lost the draw. Count out. And yeah, if you're just joining now, Jade tackled Tiffany into the barricade, and that's what caused the count out. I mean, how could they get up after that? There's a lot of people talking about The Undertaker and how he looked at the announcement of WrestleMania 43 being in Saudi Arabia today. And a lot of people think that he kind of sold out. What do you think? Oh, let's go to this poll. We got a few votes here. Who wins tonight on SmackDown? Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. 33% say Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre, 67%. Guys, are you crazy? Are you insane? Randy Orton is definitely going to win tonight. Obviously. Rey Mysterio is in the building, celebrating AAA being a part of the show tonight. Dom is in the building too, and he's talking to his father. Man, they really just kept this Dirty Dom and his father feud going, man. Dom's a great Intercontinental Champion so far. Wow. Finn Balor just entered. Man, the crowd just loves Sami Zayn. Another pop for him. Yeah, guys, please leave some comments. I'll chat with you. We'll talk about wrestling. Let's talk about some rumors that you heard about wrestling. Let's talk about what we've got coming up. Let's talk about it all. Oh, Carmelo Hayes, who we just saw recently. Old School Square said Dominic Mysterio best heel of 2025 so far. I'd have to say Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul are in that conversation too. Yeah, Drew McIntyre has been a fantastic heel as well as Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul has really honed his skill of getting the crowd to hate him since day one, and he's doing a great job at it. Mellow Miz. What do you guys think of Mellow Miz? Old School Square says, we all know Jericho is returning, but we know for a fact that first break the walls down entrance is going to pop so hard it's going to blow the roof off of wherever he comes back. Guys, I was on the freaking ground a few days ago when I opened my phone and saw that Chris Jericho had followed me on Instagram. I couldn't even believe it. Randy Orton is entering. I hear voices in my head. He is in the building. How could you not like Randy Orton? Is there anybody who's not a Randy Orton fan? Eric Decker says for that he just sold out. I just saw last time he did for Monday Night Raw from next Monday. Oh, they put up a stat here. Randy Orton, 10-time WWE champion, 4-time World Heavyweight champion, 1-time Intercontinental champion, 1-time United States champion, 4-time World Tag Team champion, 2013 Mr. Money in the Bank. Man, this guy has an insane resume. Yeah, no. Chris Jericho, he followed me on Instagram a few days ago. And he was actually in Los Angeles, so I was trying to get him on the podcast too that day, but he had just flown out and I couldn't get him. But honestly, I think he's avoiding too much media because I think that Chris Jericho is going to be one of John Cena's final matches. I'm guessing maybe October. What do you think? Maybe October? Maybe October. Dude, Randy Orton just gave someone a high five and they're legitimately like freaking out. They can't even believe it. Damn, when Drew McIntyre gave him that headbutt, that is ridiculous. Yes, I do work for TMZ. This is TMZ's Inside the Ring. This is a live stream of a watch party I'm doing, but typically this is a podcast. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have some amazing guests on. Go listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Me and my co-host talk to some of the most amazing talents in wrestling, and you don't want to miss out. Some of the biggest stars. And we got a lot of good guests coming up. So this is a new podcast at TMZ. I'm just doing a live stream right now, though. This is a watch party for WWE SmackDown tonight. Coming on here to talk about wrestling with you guys, talk about rumors, theories, everything you want to talk about. Old School Square says, here you go. Does Jericho return for Survivor Series? So Survivor Series is going to be here in San Diego. I'm going to be there. I'm thinking, and you guys tell me, should I get front row seats to Survivor Series? Do you think I should get front row seats, or is that a bad idea? Eric Decker, send you really are in Power Ranger TMZ Sports. Kind of sounds like EA Sports. EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre are about to... Oh, just started. The ring has rung. The bell has rung. I'm so tired. I need to eat. I mean, it's obvious that Randy Orton is going to win this match tonight. I don't see how it could go any other way. Eric Decker, let me know who won in SmackDown. Yeah, no, I will. So Orton is already dominating this match. Randy Orton definitely going to win this. Hey, and go vote in the poll, guys. We're at 6 votes. You guys think that Drew McIntyre... Okay, good. Okay, so things have shifted here. We can finally agree that Randy Orton's going to take this win tonight. I know we already got John Cena versus Randy Orton, but I think that they should have moved that to his final match. I think Randy Orton would have been the best. And by the way, congratulations to Cody on his new child, but I miss Cody already, guys. I thought I wouldn't miss him, but I already miss Cody. SmackDown is on commercial break as this match continues. Randy Orton is dominating. He is dominating. Still on commercial break. Can Claymore kick be countered by an RKO? Maybe like in the midst of the run. Maybe. Possibly in the midst of the run in to see. Can you see that happening? I don't think an RKO could be countered, or I don't think a Claymore kick can be countered by an RKO unless Randy really gets them in. I don't know. It'd only work if the Claymore kick was going for another opponent and then Randy ran alongside him as he's running and goes into the RKO. That's the only way, I think. Do you think that a Claymore kick can be countered with an RKO? I don't think so. I saw a comment a few minutes ago about our stream that says it's not 2003 anymore and nobody's watching wrestling. Are you kidding me? Like, I hate when people say that because wrestling is as big as it's ever freaking been. I know people will say, no, the Attitude Era. But seriously, wrestling is bigger than it ever has been. I mean, go look at the statistics. Wrestling is huge right now. Maybe between 2012 to 2019, I can see that, but it is on another level. And with this ESPN merger, and I have my mixed opinions about the ESPN merger, because being a wrestling fan is going to get a little expensive for a lot of people. Just to be able to watch what we want to watch, you're looking at another $30 a month. I can't speak on that until we really see how much this is all going to cost us with all the pay-per-views, what streaming service has what. But in my opinion, it's going to get a little more pricey than we think. I mean, Peacock, guys, I looked at my bill yesterday. Peacock was already $16.99 per month. Power Ranger says, wrestling is even more popular now. I don't watch it normally, but even I know it's on a whole nother level. It's hard to keep up with wrestling. There's so much. You've got AEW, TNA, WWE. You've got the indies too. If you're watching the indies, GCW, MLW, MLP, there is so much. New Japan, there is so much for a person to watch. And me, running this podcast, found myself realizing that there's a lot I was missing. Randy Orton is doing his famous kicks right now, punt kicks on the different body parts, dominating this match against Drew McIntyre right now. Going back to the poll, who wins tonight on SmackDown, Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre? Everybody is saying Randy Orton. Why are all these news outlets doing this wardrobe malfunction that Brock Lesnar had? It's just a quick little split of the pants, no big deal. SmackDown is continuing to go on right now. Drew McIntyre is now dominating over Randy Orton. We're looking at the poll here. You guys said Randy Orton's going to win, but I don't know. I don't know now. All it takes is one RKO, but Drew McIntyre would definitely kick out of an RKO if it's one. Rebel said, I don't know who said that comment, but pro wrestling has been in its most profitable, more popular in pop culture after 2002 and currently. Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge. It's everywhere. By the way, when did you guys get into wrestling? What age was it? What age did it start for you? For me, it was 10 or 11. When I played SmackDown versus Raw at my friend's house, and I thought it was real. Randy Orton is in the midst of a submission. He's trying to turn Drew over. The pressure has been turned back on Drew McIntyre. But Drew has now got his hand on the rope, so he's out of that. By the way, if you're just joining now and you've missed SmackDown, Brock Lesnar came out and F5'd Brock Lesnar came out and F5'd R-Truth. R-Truth came out and said that he was going to defend John Cena's honor. Old School Square says 1983 hacksaw Jim Duggan and Sergeant Slaughter came to my elementary school in Little Falls, New York. Ever since then, I've been hooked. Wow. That's a long time. So you have watched a lot of wrestling. You've seen it all. For me, we're going back to like 2009. Have you guys been to any WWE events? I think I've counted it now. I've been to about 25, 26 now events growing up in the Bay Area, going to San Jose, California for those events. Okay, so Drew McIntyre just did a suplex onto the table, out the announce table. Drew just targeted his back of the leg. Randy is down, and Drew is happier than ever right now. We're back to commercial break. But guys, I really do think that Chris Jericho is coming back anytime soon. Any day now, we're going to see Chris Jericho. But if we don't see him for the farewell tour, which is very soon, I could see it maybe being Royal Rumble, number 27. Rebel said, since birth, basically, I was born into the business. My uncle owned an indie promotion called SWO. Wow, in Pennsylvania, I'm 40, so 40 years. Wow. That's incredible. What was it like going to indie events back then? Was it a lot different than today? Next weekend is going to be GCW out here in Los Angeles, which I really want to go to because we have friends of the podcast that are going to be there. Matt Cardona's fighting Shotzi Blackheart, which we just had on yesterday. Matt Cardona was our first guest on this podcast. And also Wrestlepalooza is that day, so I don't want to miss that either. And AEW All Out is there, but I heard that they changed the time to counteract with them. Counter WWE so that there's not a ratings competition. We are still in commercial break. Old School Square said, I used to pass out flyers for two CW events in Pennsylvania and upstate New York. That's where I met Samoa Joe. Oh, that's amazing. I'm really trying to get Samoa Joe on the podcast. His name is Wolfman Dudley Baker. He was an ECW original. He was temporarily a Russian assassin in WWF before it was WWE. That's amazing. That's incredible. I'm gonna have to look that up after this. All right, we are back. SmackDown is back from commercial break. Drew McIntyre now dominating against Randy Orton. I don't know what happened during commercial break, obviously, but it looks like Randy was not able to take control here. Oh, Randy is now walking to the stage. Drew following. Man, Randy is such a generational talent. There will never be another Randy Orton for the rest of our lives. Power Ranger said, Wrestlepalooza. I wonder who came up with that. Yeah, I wonder who came up with that. It's a good question. Who do you think came up with that? I'm going to end this poll now. You guys clearly think Randy Orton's going to win, and I agree with you. Let's go for another. Let's do... Here we go. Who wins at... There we go. Another poll for you guys. Who wins at Wrestlepalooza? John Cena or Brock Lesnar? You think Becky Lynch came up with that name, Wrestlepalooza? That's a good theory. It's a good theory. I would say maybe Seth Rollins. Old school. Oh, Randy picking up the pace here, trying to go for an RKO. That did not pan out for him. face-to-face with McIntyre, throws McIntyre over the top rope. Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre over the top rope, just slammed Randy down. Randy is now... Randy Orton with a power slam against Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton obviously in some pain, is back. Worlds Collide is tonight immediately following SmackDown. Are you guys going to be watching this? Randy getting payback on Drew McIntyre with a slam on top of the announce table outside of the ring. Rebel said, I met so many as they came up in the indies back in the 90s and early 2000s. Who was your favorite person? Another Randy Orton just slammed Drew again on the announce table outside. Old School Square, do you think the WWE will take any disciplinary actions against Ava for making stupid comments? Nobody's allowed to say anything anymore, man. Yeah, we were talking about that today. It's The Rock's daughter. I don't know. What do you think? Power Ranger, I think Worlds Collide is AEW. Randy Orton with an RKO to Drew McIntyre as they were entering the ring. But Drew is on the side of the ring. He just rolled out, so no chance for Randy to capitalize on that quickly with a pinfall. It's funny, I just said that, and Michael Cole just said that too. So Randy's going to have to do another RKO to finish this match. I give this like 2.5 stars so far. Drew McIntyre entering the ring. Randy, setting up for a DDT over the ropes. Randy's bleeding, by the way, from the forehead. DDT from Randy Orton connects on the edge of the ring. Randy is bleeding right in the middle of his head. It's not a boring match, no. Randy is pumped, but he's bleeding. He needs a Band-Aid for sure. Rebel, my all-time favorite is Jeff Hardy, but loved meeting Adam Cole as he came up in the indies. That's incredible, man. Jeff Hardy, we had Jeff Hardy on this podcast a few weeks ago, so I encourage you to go back on our arsenal at TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast on Apple, on Spotify, and go listen to that interview. It's also here on YouTube. Incredible interview with Matt and Jeff Hardy about their upcoming match against Team 3D, their final match with Team 3D to end it all with them. Drew has reversed the punt. Randy almost fell into the ref. Claymore kick on Randy Orton. This might be over. It's over. Wow, we were wrong. We were wrong, guys. Drew McIntyre just defeated Randy Orton with a Claymore kick, and he's not done. He's not done. Drew McIntyre is pulling Randy out of the ring with obviously some ill will towards him, some bad intent here. No way. No way. Cody Rhodes, guys. Cody Rhodes. He's back. Attacking Drew McIntyre. This is all so well-deserved. Congratulations to Cody, by the way, on the kid, but this is all so well-deserved after what Drew McIntyre did to him a few weeks ago. Wow. Drew is now out of the ring, and Cody, with a microphone, tearing his shirt off. What is he going to say? He is back, everybody. Wow, what's he going to say? This is so deserved on Drew. Drew McIntyre, the champ, Champ is back. I thought he was going to say here, like Cena. He's back, guys. Cody Rhodes. I'm putting it in the chat. Cody Rhodes is back. Going to be Cody Rhodes, he announced. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Wrestlepalooza. Well, SmackDown has now officially ended. Really appreciate you guys coming on here. And I'm sorry I couldn't show you SmackDown. I'm sorry that you couldn't hear it. But this was so fun. We had so much to talk about. A lot of rumors, theories that you had. A lot of things were said here. And I'm shocked that Drew McIntyre won this. Let's end this final poll. Who wins at Wrestlepalooza? Cena or Brock Lesnar? All of you guys said 66% Cena. I think so too. I'm going to go with that as well. I think that he's going to have to win. If he doesn't win, then I lose all hope in humanity. For sure. But once again, everybody, TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast. This is a new podcast here at TMZ. I'm saying this one last time. We've had so many amazing guests on here. This Tuesday, we've got an amazing guest coming on. Next Thursday, another amazing guest. You don't want to miss out. Rob Van Dam was just on the podcast this week. Shotzi yesterday. Jeff Hardy, Matt Riddle saying some crazy things. And he made news. All of these podcasts making news. You don't want to miss out. This is one of the biggest, newest wrestling podcasts in the game. It's on fire right now. You don't want to miss it. TMZ's Inside the Ring podcast on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. We upload the video as well so you can see your favorite stars. And by the way, TMZ Championship right here. It's up for grabs right now. I can't really say that actually because Cora Jade came in studio, one of our episodes, and she declared herself the TMZ champion. And I was able to get it back from her before she left and went back to Florida. But yeah, that's just the way it is right now. So thanks again for coming on. It's been really, really fun. I got to go eat food. I think I'm going to go to Chili's tonight. Maybe get some steak. Maybe get a 3 for me. Maybe get some chicken crispers. Talk to my buddies. My buddies and I watch SmackDown together. You know, my buddy Tyler, he works a crazy job. And he can't watch SmackDown until midnight because he's working metal all day. Working metal. It's an insane thing to have to do until midnight and then watch SmackDown. So I feel real bad for him. Got to give him a shout out. Give a shout out to my buddy AC, who loves to eat steak. I also got a shout out to Logan, who thinks he can take A-Town Downs. My buddy Dom, who thinks that he is the smartest guy in the world. Giving a shout out to my wrestling friends. So we thank everybody for coming on here. And again, we were watching SmackDown. If you're just now joining, SmackDown just ended. Drew McIntyre beat Randy Orton with a Claymore kick. Clean match, by the way. And unfortunately, Randy did not capitalize when he should have. But we saw Cody Rhodes come out. Cody Rhodes came out of the woodworks and just beat the heck out of Drew McIntyre, guys. Beat the heck out of it. Hey, any other questions you guys have on here? Throw them in the comments here. We've got a couple more minutes here. Any more questions, any more comments, any more thoughts about Wrestlepalooza coming up next weekend? Any thoughts about WrestleMania 43 going to Saudi Arabia? Any thoughts about WrestleMania 42 in Vegas? I'm so hyped about the fact that we might see The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Some think it's going to be at Saudi Arabia. Some think it's going to be in Las Vegas. Some think it could be as soon as Survivor Series. We haven't seen the final boss in a while. We haven't. And I see a lot more of you guys are joining now. I'm going to put this link in here real quick so that we don't miss out on this. Rebel, hey, I would love to connect with you then. Go ahead and send me a message on Instagram. You can go to Inside the Ring TMZ. At Inside the Ring TMZ on Instagram. You can send me a message. I'll chat with you about wrestling. You can see all the amazing guests that we have coming on, all the updates that you don't want to miss. Because guys, as soon as next week, we have some incredible people coming on this podcast, just like we did this week. Rob Van Dam, Shotzi Blackheart yesterday. It's going to be great. So last call for any questions, last call for comments before we shut this stream down. It's been wild. Sounds good, Rebel. You don't have an Instagram. That's okay. If you make one, send me a message. I'll make sure I'm looking for that. Or on X. You can also follow me on X as well. So if you have an X, send my... Oh, wait. Sorry. There you go. Branson TMZ on X. So you guys can follow along there as well, whatever social media you have. Also, just follow TMZ. TMZ is posting all of our interviews. We do some really fun things here. We just did a segment on the show where Jelly Roll himself said that this is his new favorite podcast, commented on the podcast page that this is his favorite new podcast, which is so exciting for us. We love it. We love Jelly Roll. I was just wearing a Jelly Roll t-shirt yesterday. Should have worn it today. But it's amazing. We're big fans of him as well, and his in-ring work that he just did a few months ago. But all right, guys, it was great being here, and thanks so much. Have a great weekend. I will see you back here on Monday. Remember, new episode on Tuesday. Don't want to miss it. See you later, guys.